Shalom party people, and welcome to the 12th C. It is November 3rd, 2022, approximately 6:45-ish a.m. in the morning. 55 degrees, although with the temp coming off the water, I think it's even cooler than that. We've got a nice breeze. So, cards on the table. I feel terrible, absolutely terrible. I've got something going on, and thankfully I don't think it's affecting my voice too much for the audio, but those sharp-eared individuals can probably tell. I got a lot going on today, so this shot of the lake is probably the best that I can get you guys for a nice background. All in all, continuing reading in 12 Rules for Life, and the second rule is really stressing on treat yourself like someone who is worthy of care. And I find it interesting that people tend to care for other people's stuff more than their own. Now, I get it, like if it's mine versus if it's like something I just found, yeah, probably going to be a little bit different. But the conversation I was having last night actually is, hey, I've got somebody that I love. I have, you know, their four-wheeler or their vehicle or, you know, XYZ, whatever, something that is relatively expensive. You know, it's not going to be $100. It's going to fix something for them. I'm going to drive that a lot more carefully than I would my own personal vehicle, let alone a rental car. Like a rental car, like people beat those things up. But you get into, it's somebody else's, or it's somebody that I care about specifically. I'm going to take a lot better care of their stuff. Now, what happens when I'm taking care of somebody that I love who is sick? Man, I'm going to baby them. I'm going to doctor them. Like, I've got an instant medical degree, even though I have no idea what's going on. And I'm going to care for them to the best of my ability. And probably even rise above that. Like, when I'm sick, my wife, like, dotes on me. But when I'm sick, I don't really care about myself that much. It's like, kind of lay down and sleep it off. And part of 75 Hard is suck it up and go work out even when you don't feel good. So that, I find that interesting. And it's the discipline of getting up and taking care of your body, even when it sucks. So that's part of it. You know, when my wife's sick, I care so much and make sure that she has everything she needs. I mean, I'm bringing her water every 20 minutes and, you know, hey, can I give you a foot rub? You know, those kind of things. Even if it's somebody who, you know, is in my family that I'm close to, hey, I'm going to try and care for you when you're sick. But when it's me, I don't really care for myself. I just kind of wallow and let myself die almost. And part of treating yourself like someone who is worthy of care is you need to take care of yourself. Now, that's not putting yourself above other people. That's not putting yourself in front of things that are important. But Jordan Peterson in his book is talking about how you have people who are recipients of organ transplants that aren't taking their medications that they're supposed to be taking, and it's causing their received organs to start failing because their bodies are rejecting it. And that's crazy to me. Like, you're on a transplant list for years, and you're trying to live, and you're not taking your medication. But on the flip side, those exact same people, if their pet is sick, they're going to be taking care of that pet to the fullest extent of everything. They're going to be making sure medication is delivered on time, accurately. We take care of others tends to be better than ourselves. Now, if we're not altruistic or whatever, it's just going to be the people that we love. But even then, it's somebody else. We're essentially taking it a higher regard than ourselves. And we need to remember that we can't, as human beings, love on other people with everything that we've got unless we are operating at a good capacity. Maybe not on 100%, but if we're not in a position of strength, how can we give others that care that they actually need. You know, if I have $0 in my pocket, you may need money, but I can't give it to you. But if I have $1,000 in my pocket and you need $100, here you go, dude, take it. So that's the idea, is taking care of ourselves so that we can take care of others. And, you know, case in point, got a brand new kiddo at the house, and taking care of my wife, taking care of my new kiddo requires that I'm in at least good enough shape to help them. And if I can't because of physical exhaustion or, you know, XYZ, I mean, I can stumble through some stuff, but I'm in a much better position to help them if I'm at least relatively squared away. And, you know, part of the purpose of this channel is a little bit of preparedness. Now it's conditioning yourself so that way you personally can be prepared. And so that's eating right. That is staying active. That is getting enough rest. That is taking your medication so that way you can be in, you know, reasonably good health. You can operate from a position of strength. You can't go move mountains one shovel full at a time unless you're, you know, relatively squared away. And I think because there is necessary amounts of faith that we are praying to the Father, and he does move those mountains for us. But I think there's other parts of it too, where he's looking at us and like, dude, I gave you a shovel and I gave you a strong back. Go. I'll be with you every step of the way. I sincerely think that that's part of it too. It's not all of it, because there are supernatural elements to the faith equation, and it's not input, output, whatever, but the matter of life, where we are trusting in him with everything that we've got, and then he comes through in a way that only he can deliver. And there are other times where only he can deliver is through us getting our hands dirty and saying, hey, I love you, and I believe this is what you're calling me to do, and so I'm gonna grab that shovel, put on my waders, and go shovel some boo-boo, or move those mountains in some way. So I'm rambling at this point, but treating yourself like somebody who is worthy of care is a hard thing. Go do hard things.